know, you know. Usually you get free parking usually about 3 hours before the park's going to close. So today free parking actually started at 7, and usually when the park closes at 9 or at 12, after 9 o'clock, it's free parking. Well, folks, welcome back to Smuggler Adventures. As you see, the crowds are nothing because the park closed at 10 today. I'm here at 8:10 to go check out some 70th merchandise. But if you guys do like going on adventures, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell button so every time I upload an adventure, you guys will be the first to know. And now let's begin our fun adventure looking at some 70th merchandise. Just went through security and look at that. A fresh new tram just pulled up. I'm going to be taking that cart. See, in the first row because I have the most room. But look at that. I love being the only one on the ride. As you see, the crowds are actually not that bad. A lot of people are leaving because, like I said, the park does close at 10. I'm here around 8. Looks like they are getting ready for the 70th anniversary. Looks like they blocked off the compass in the Esplanade, so that's pretty cool. Well, not very cool, but I wonder what they're going to be doing to it. Now, they should be putting up 70th decorations very soon because the 70th does start next month on the 17th. And that's approaching very fast. That's like maybe about 3 weeks away. So hopefully they start getting stuff together. But now we're going to make our way to World of Disney because unfortunately I don't have a reservation today. And my pass is up next week, but most likely I am going to upgrade it and renew it because sometimes what keeps me away too is actually paying for parking, because $20 every time, it does add up. You figure you become 4 times in a month, that's $80 in parking. I could literally put that money towards upgrading. So I'm actually just going eventually just upgrading, which I'm actually looking forward to. But like I said, now we are headed to World Disney because that's where I want to show you guys where they have a lot of merchandise too. And most like if it's in World Disney, it'll be inside the parks. Looks like the Earl sandwich is popping tonight. Look at that. She has a line. I love their sandwiches. Now, like I said, this store is going to have a little bit of everything from both parks. And if it's in here, it'll be inside the parks too. But it'll kind of give you an idea of the 70th merchandise. Now, I know this is not all of it. A lot more is going to be dropping probably a week before or the date of the 70th. So stay tuned because I probably will be checking that out too. But currently in World Disney, this is where they put all the new merch. So it looks like they probably have some new Mickey Mouse merch, which I kind of like this backpack, but I have way too much bags already. Kind of reminds me of like the early 2090s. It is Mickey Mouse and it is $45. I believe you do get your annual pass discount on it. I used to call them annual passes even though they're Magic Keys, but that is pretty cool. But like I said, I have so much bags already, and I do like to make my own. They already have like a crossbody / fanny pack, but like I said, I make my own. So see, I like hoodies. Crew necks are okay, but the thing I don't like is like the crew neck. I like hoodies. So as I make my way towards the 70th merchandise, they do have some pretty cool t-shirts. Like, if you like the Disneyland, but you don't want to like go all the way out, they do have a Incredibles. They do have a Russell from Up, and I got this last year. This bucket hat is super comfortable, and it does provide a lot of shade. Then on the opposite side, they do have a Mickey Mouse and a Donald Duck, which these are actually pretty cool. They're lightweight and it feels like they're gonna be breathable, which I'm all for it because it does get hot in these parks. So as I make my way towards the 70th merchandise, this is like a new lounge flight at Pirates of the Caribbean. I remember that one. That one's been out for a while, but this one's actually pretty cool. It has this Skull and Crossbones. Interesting. I like it. Why would I buy it? Probably not. I like it, but I won't buy it because, like I said, I always have way too much bags. Since May 4th is right around the corner, it looks like they came out with some new headbands. This year we are doing Hoth. My favorite thing about the headbands is the embroidery. That is some nice embroidery. This is the front. This is going to be the back, which is kind of like And it's not a rough glitter, it's actually very smooth. And if you're thinking what the price is, they're going to be $34.99. Plus, they do have a matching backpack that goes with it, which I also do like too, because I like blue, and the embroidery on it is very smooth and clean. So, would I get it? Yes, I would. And the price is actually $80. I remember when these backpacks used to be $65. Prices have really gone up now, but that's going to be your 60th. So your May the 4th merchandise. Now more will probably be coming out, but as right now they do have a little sneak peek of what's probably to come. Now this one is actually very cool because his lightsaber actually lights up, and the battery pack is right behind his helmet, his face, but it's in the main pocket. And one thing to always look at Loungeflies is always look at the interior, because the linings are always pretty good too. I didn't even check the Hoth one, but anyways, that's gonna be the Vader ones. But there is what we came for, the 70th merchandise. So the 70th merchandise is only on this fixture, the middle one, and there's another one on the opposite side. But they do have a hat, which is going to be $30. They do, for it being the hat, I would wish this was more embroidered, since it's going to be something big, but it's more like a DTF, which is a direct-to-film transfer, so it has like that, you feel that lifted element, but yet it's smooth. So if you know what DTF is, it's like the things that people put on the tumblers now. They are going to have a tie-dye spirit tee. I'm not feeling this year's 70th merchandise. Hopefully more does come out and it is better than what they are previewing. They are $80. This is what the front's going to look like. 70th right there. And on the back it says Disneyland with Mickey Mouse. So it's simple, but I'm not feeling it because I don't know, just something about it. They are going to have a 70th t-shirt and on the back it's going to actually have ribbon, or I don't know what you call this, but they have like ribbon that says the 70th merchandise, and it's going to say Disneyland Resort on it, so it's going to be something special. And the tag's actually pretty special too. It's not just going to be a screen print where it's just something quick, it's actually sewn in. So this is actually a pretty cool t-shirt. This one is going to be going for $39.99. Then right next to it, they do have something for the ladies. This one's going to be $39.99. It looks like they have to change the price. The black one does come in small all the way to 3X, and so does the pink one. Now, this is one thing that I'm actually want to get. The tumbler is $45 plus tax. So you're getting also about $50 for a tumbler for the 70th. But thing is, I like this brand. If you don't know about this brand, I mentioned this before, but this brand actually started in Florida, and they actually have a lot of good cups. And it's cork skull, or the name cork skull is actually 3 layers. So instead of like vacuum seal, there's actually cork in between it, and it keeps your beverages colder longer. But this is going to be what the front looks like, and this is going to be what the back looks like with cork skull and Mickey. I might have to come back for this. I keep on coming back to this cup because I really want it. I love collecting tumblers, but this is pretty nice. Fingerprints will show up on it very easy because it's very shiny and smooth and scratches, but I would still rock it for morning coffee. Here's going to be another t-shirt. This one is going to be $40, and if you actually look closely, I think all the 70th merchandise is going to have like this nice ribbon inside of it that says 70th anniversary. But if you look at this one actually has applique on it. Applique is actually, it's another type of embroidery where I've done it a couple times. It's where it stitches out kind of like a quick silhouette, and you lay your fabric down or whatever design you want, and then it stitches, then you cut it out and then it stitches over. So it looks like it's a nice stitch, but is this applique? It feels like it's applique. I'm all game. But it's a screen print, I can tell you that. But it's actually, the patch is it is applique. Yeah, so it's applique. So I like that. More spirit tees, more tumblers, and more of the t-shirts. Then in the main centerpiece, they have a lot of the same in all the spots. But one thing that's new that's starting to come over to California is actually these lugs. Now, I don't know much about lug, but oh, guys, if you do wear belts, you can put it through your belt, so it's kind of like a little extra pouch. But they are a little pricey. I want to say that's fine. So for this lug, it is $65 for this little pouch. Like I said, I don't know much about it, but maybe if you want to have like a little, not like a fanny pack or a crossbody, but maybe you want something just to carry around your necessities, like a power bank, your phone, maybe medication, or some personal belongings, it's probably good for the park. The price, it's a little steep, but I don't know. It's okay. I feel like it's something that my mom would use because she likes to use little bags. She always has this little bag that she always goes around with, and this is something around her size. But I know she's into Disney, but not as much, so it might be a pass right now. Maybe we'll be getting that for you, Mom, if you're watching this. Not quite sure. Mother's Day is coming up, and I do want to try to eat something a little more personal, which I'd have downloaded some embroidery files, so you might be needing something embroidered. You just never know. So let's find out on Mother's Day. But otherwise, all this stuff is pretty much the same. You have your hat, the t-shirt. They're just trying to make it seem full with a couple pieces of merchandise. Like I said, you're going to have that picture right now, this one, and one right there. They're all going to have the same merchandise. Okay, one thing that they have on the main fixture is actually going to have pins. They're going to have a pretty good size pin for $50 for my pin collectors, and a normal size pin, which is going to be $20. And I believe your annual pass discounts do apply. They're not out on any fixtures, so you may have, I'd say, you will have to talk to a cast member to go get a pin, but they are available if you are looking for pins. I don't know, I keep on eyeballing this. If there is a high dimensional one, I might just have to get it. What comes with it? So if you're wondering what comes with the lug, the interior is actually blue, which I like that, but it also comes with like a strap, so if you want to wear it like a little crossbody, you can too. That's actually pretty cool. Then it has like a separate pouch for your phone, which is actually very well padded, so these might be coming with me in the near future. Perfect for parks to carry just what you need. Your wallet, personal items, phone, a power bank. I might be getting one of these soon. Just because I know once the 70th does hit, all the 70th merchandise will probably start going at the beginning. Then towards the end, you'll kind of get like the leftovers, which that usually happens. I think I mentioned this before, but yes, I'm always looking for a new pillow pet. Lewis from Tiana's Bayou Adventure might be also coming home with me one day, because right now I have a Squishmallow that is slithering and he's starting to look a little flat. Believe me, I sleep with them every night. It's my go-to pillow. Oh, these are cute. Corduroy. Yeah. Bless. It's funny. I'm like that generation, like I want to say that age gap where I'm right in between. I know all the old stuff, but I'm also know how to get around with all the new stuff, or vice versa. Where I know it's when some people bring up certain things and I already know certain things. Yeah, it's weird. But anyways, they do have a new baby, which is Baby or Grogu. Now they have redesigned these since I left the company. They do have Mickey Eeyore, Minnie, Baby Double's cute, Bambi, Pooh, Lady, Marie, Bolt, Simba, Pua, Nala, and Grogu. What did I miss? Oh, it's the cat from Figaro. They do have also Figaro too. This is new. I feel like this is actually something that should be in Walt Disney World. That is the three caballeros, and as you see, it says Mexico. So I know I have not been to Walt Disney World, but it looks like this is from there, and it would be in the Mexico Pavilion. I want to say it's a Grand Fiesta tour. It looks like this is what this is from. It looks so. They have a little. I noticed they've been getting a little more Walt Disney World merchandise in California Adventure, or in Disneyland just in general. I don't know why. I thought everything was supposed to be unique, but not complaining but it's just sometimes it feels like they're running out of certain things and they want to fluff it with stuff they already have in other locations. They're also going to have a new Baymax collection, which is the Loungefly. He looks like a little pillow and he does snap. So if you want his head flopping around. They do have a young one's jacket, a bag, a hoodie, and a t-shirt. So they have a little bit of everything. Oh. They also have a bucket hat. But what I just noticed right now too is that the music playing is the Paint the Night music. I am so excited for that parade to come back. Now, fun little fact is I actually came in with Paint the Night. And by what I mean I actually came in with Paint the Night is that I actually came in during the 60th and I worked the whole...
Yeah, I know. Whenever I see like...
This is cool. Anyways, I came in with the 60th, so I got to see all the sneak peeks for the 60th, the fireworks, the parades. And honestly, Paint the Night was one of the best parades I have ever seen. It is I would literally go every night, just go watch that parade, then go home. So if you guys have not seen Paint the Night, 10 out of 10 would recommend. But for sure, when it does come back, I will be posting a video on that because everyone should see Paint the Night. It is my favorite. And it has a good, I don't know, good soundtrack. And if you don't know what the soundtrack's from, it's actually from Wreck-It Ralph. Also, another cool thing, which I think Disney's doing now, they do have pop sockets and that are for magnetic. So if you have an iPhone that you use MagSafe a lot, they do have pop sockets for like this one's a little wallet. It's just a phone and a stand. They have a Darth Vader one, or they do have some generic ones where you actually would have to use adhesive for them. So, but not Inside Out. You get who this is. Zootopia. At the bottom, they do have... Oh, you can actually swap the little card, so it's a pop socket. You can swatch between Miguel, Dante, or Hector, and it's a little wallet too. That's actually pretty cool for $50. Okay, I may have to bend one time. I may have to give it, but Otterbox in a classic Disney, I want that one, and it's for the phone I have. God, I'm becoming a Disney person. Well, I always was a Disney person. Just I had to step back for a while because a lot of stuff was going on. I know we all carry our headphones with us because I do too. We do have some headphone cases, $21. And if you have the Pro Series like my brother, $21. They have Grogu, R2 again. What else? Some magnets. So if you guys are into collecting some for refrigerator magnets, there are some magnets. Maybe I'll do a tour of each store one time so you guys can see, or in the near future, you guys can see what the stores have to offer. Like I said, Walt Disney has a little bit of everything and it offers quite a bit. Maybe if you want to change out your watch bands, they do have these here for the smartwatches or for Apple Watch. I know they actually do have Disney On Demand, if that's what they call it, where you can actually custom print phone cases, which I have did a couple times, and these phone cases are really good. Usually the kiosks are around, I don't know if they have one in here. I know they have one in, I know there's like 2 or 3 spots, but they're very limited. Before it used to be ever. I know Star Trader in Tomorrowland has one, and Ramones and DCA has one, but you can get your stuff personally made, not just what they have here. And we're at the very last room of WOD, our World of Disney. They have a home section. Now, if I had my apartment again, or once I get my own home, I would definitely do little touches of Disney here and there, because like I said, I do like coming to parks. It's just that mentally and physically I had a lot going on around that time, and I just had to take a step back. But now, I'm back. They have a coat rack, some frames, a home sign. I believe that's the Walt Disney World castle. Maybe our castle? Either way, it's a castle. Some nice stainless steel wine glasses, good for iced coffee. If you know, I love my iced coffee. I make iced coffee every day. They have a black and a white one. Some nice mugs. Ooh, These are nice, and they're glass too. I like that. I would totally. Thing is, I just have no room right now. They do have some wine stoppers, maybe like where you put your keys in at the front door, a charcuterie board. Which I would definitely use. And they do have silverware or flatware. Now that we are done with World of Disney, I'm not going to make my way back to the sweet store because we got that popcorn, the homemade caramel popcorn with Werther's. It is so good. $8 for a bag, and it's freshly popped and made daily. Say less. So that's going to be our next stop, is our sweet, so we can grab maybe 1 or 2 bags of popcorn so we can enjoy it while we're watching a movie. The goods have been acquired. I got 2 popcorns plus a Minnie Mouse Rice Krispie treat, which I like the Rice Krispie treats here. We don't judge. We do not judge on this channel. And before I head out, I'm actually going to be stopping at Earl Sandwich to grab something to eat. I'm either going to grab the ham and Swiss with Earl mustard, or the Cuban, which is tender carnitas, ham, Swiss, pickles, and Cuban mustard, which is so good. I might go with the Cuban because that is one of my favorite sandwiches, and this is the only place I know that's close to home that actually does have it. So I think it's a Cuban. Next time I might go with the ham and Swiss for something light. But the breakfast is also good here too. And just like that, our night has come to an end. But like I said, I did get our goodies, which is our caramel popcorn, and I did get my Cuban sandwich, which if you've not had one, it's a 10 out of 10, would recommend. The only other place I know that has them is a Carnival Cruise at their hot deli. And their ham and cheese on their hot ham and cheese to die for. I love it. Now, I was looking at a cruise that leaves on Monday. I mean, tell me if this is not a good deal or what. 2 people, 4 nights, interior cabin for $350 for 4 nights for 2 people. That is a good deal. Now, I really want to go, but unfortunately, I just don't have the time to go right now, or the money. But if I had the time and the money, I would have been booking that trip so fast, my wallet would not even know what hit it. But anyways, back to our little car. Nothing like coming home to my babies. Hi, Wiley. There's Cookie. Is that the Wonky? Oh, look at the Wonky got a ahoy. Look a ahoy. Oh, my little love bugs. I got my boy. What was that? What was that? Look at my babies. Well, folks, if you did like today's adventure, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell button so every time I upload a new adventure, you guys will be the first to know. And like I always say, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Yeah, I'm actually on my bed already. That's just the 2 speakers. I got my babies right here. Now it's time to work on the video.